Stop. Stop. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. Come on. Come on. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Don't worry about him. I want to talk about 3 lady saints today. Saint Gertrude the Great. And when your family's last name is the Great, you know you got to do good things. You got to do something fantastic. So she really had a lot to live up to, I think. That was predestined. That was like fate, man, kismet, right? St. Gertrude the Great became a nun, and you can watch my longer videos about her. She's devoted to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Even St. Francis de Sales praised her writings. St. Margaret of Scotland. She was the niece of St. Stephen of Hungary. He's an interesting person. I read about him some years ago in a history book series of history books called the History of Christendom by, I believe it's Warren C. or Warren H. Carroll. And that's a really great book I suggest. A series of books. It's like 6 books starting from hundreds of years before Jesus and goes to, I don't know, probably World War II, something, I don't know, after. St. Stephen of Hungary was probably pretty interesting. His name rings a bell, but I can't remember details. So anyway, St. Margaret of Scotland, who we're talking about, was born in exile in Hungary. She was fleeing the English. They got shipwrecked. She, off the coast of Scotland, she ended up marrying a king, and she did a lot for the poor and to get justice done. And then finally, Saint Agnes of Assisi, daughter, I can't avoid this, daughter of Count Ferverino Sci-Fi and Blessed Hortulano. That's a mouthful. I know there's a joke there somewhere, but I haven't figured it out for Count Ferverino of Sci-Fi. Anyway, St. Agnes of Assisi was the sister of St. Clare, who was the friend of St. Francis. At 15, Agnes wanted to go with her sister Clare to become a nun. She went to the convent and refused to come back. Several knights tried to drag her, but she became so heavy they couldn't budge her. So that's a miracle, because several knights could pick up a little girl. And then when her uncle tried to beat her, he temporarily became paralyzed. St. Francis asked her to be an abbess in another monastery with nuns, and so she left her sister for some 30 years. She wrote a letter saying she wished she could be. She missed her and the other nuns at San Damiano. She got a call back some 32 years later that Clare was dying. She went to be with Clare at her death, and a few months later, she died herself. So I ask all of us to pray to these 3 saints: Saint Margaret, Saint Agnes, Saint Gertrude, Saint Clare, and to help women make the right decision on 2 things. To be good mothers, and in the first place, to make the decision to vote against abortion anytime they can. And just to be with mothers and women who aren't mothers in general. So I ask us all to pray to these 3 saints, to ask them to pray for us. And again, pray for the souls in purgatory. The quicker they get out, the quicker their prayers are more advantageous for us. So I know that's a bit self-serving, but you're not doing it as self-serving. You're doing it out of love for those souls who are suffering in purgatory. So do that and hurry up and do it now. They're suffering greatly. Do it now. Just stop right now. Turn this off. Do it now. I'm just going to stop so you can go do it now. Go pray for the souls in purgatory. Now. Move. Go. Go.